I'm going to show you two tools that will take your prompting from beginner level to expert level. Your outputs from ChatGPT and other LLMs is going to be absolutely amazing. These are game-changing tools, so keep watching. These prompt optimizers will absolutely transform your weak prompts into powerful instructions. And I'm going to show you how. So we're going to use OpenAI and Claude, um, and you will get better AI results instantly. I guarantee it. It's very quick and easy. And if you put even a little bit more time into it, you would get even better results. So there are two approaches that I think everyone watching can relate to. The simple one on the left is just to ask AI directly. Just, I need to do this, and you will get some kind of output. I think that the scale of the quality of the output between very good and mediocre to bad is significant. So this is something that we want to avoid doing all the time, especially when it comes to more important work that you're doing for your company in your role as a marketer, a business owner, depending on what your role is. And then the other one is the complex one, right? Where a typical method is to use the reverse AI interview. So the simple approach here, I'm going to use this example is I'd like to analyze my Google Analytics data from the attached Excel file. Can you identify the top 5 traffic sources, calculate month-over-month growth rates, and provide actionable insights on which channels I should invest more resources in? Please present the findings in a clear summary with data visualization if possible. Now, you're asking for really important feedback based on the analysis that your LLM, either ChatGPT or Claude, is going to do. In other words, you're taking quite a gamble in terms of the kind of analysis that you're going to get back. So this is a prompt that you would not, I highly recommend you not use when you're looking to make important decisions about investment for your business. So this is one example. This is the simple one. And then the reverse AI interview is another good example, and probably you'll get a better output based upon this method. But let's just read the prompt. I want you to interview me asking one question at a time. And here's the important part. Each answer I provide should inform the next question you ask. The intent of you interviewing me is to end with a system prompt that is optimized for analyzing Google Analytics website data. My goal is to create a system prompt for an AI that can effectively analyze my website traffic, user behavior, and conversion metrics to provide actionable recommendations. And what would output like that look like? So here's a sort of a typical back and forth question and answer type interchange between you and an LLM. So what type of website do you operate is the response to by the LLM. Uh, your answer is e-commerce site selling outdoor gear and equipment. What are your primary conversion goals? Product purchases, newsletter signups, and account creation, and so on and so forth. And you'll probably have about 20 back and forth exchanges. And then you'll get a prompt that then you can use to analyze your data if it's, in an Excel file that you upload. But we're going to use a much better method that is significantly faster, that will get you much better results. And I'm going to show you an example of what those look like. And these are both available in OpenAI and Anthropic. So let's go ahead and look at that OpenAI prompt optimizer. The key benefits are it's free with an OpenAI paid account. You definitely want to use a paid account for this, $20 a month. In fact, if you're not using the paid account and you're doing all of this work with a free account, I would highly recommend that you reconsider that and invest in the $20 a month. It's GPT-5 optimized, and it shows you the rationale, like how it's thinking, and you can go through that rationale and really learn more about prompting while you're doing, which is a real value add. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what that looks like. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this and copy it into your browser, which will land you right here. And this is the developer mode. And what may happen is you may end up on the docs section here. What you want to do is click on dashboard. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click create here. And then you're going to paste this prompt, pardon me, you're going to paste this prompt. I'm going to copy and then go back here and paste this in here. And then you're going to click optimize and then click optimize again, and it's going to work. So for the sake of speed, I've already done it. And this is the new prompt. Remember, this was the, pardon me, this is the, oh my goodness, I'm jumping around. This is the original prompt, and this will be the new prompt that you get. So first of all, it's identifying the role and objective. So assist users in analyzing Google Analytics data from an Excel file to identify key traffic sources. It's important. It's actually in the prompt, it's saying this is your role and the objective. And then you can click on here and you can see what the reasoning is behind this part of the section. So the next section, which is important, is begin with a concise checklist of 3 to 7 bullets. So the instructions are analyze the provided Excel file containing Google Analytics data. It's got the output format, return findings in Markdown format, and I'm going to show you that now in a second. Show the top 5 traffic sources and their month-over-month growth rates in Markdown tables. These are the reasoning steps. Load and inspect the Excel data. Check for required columns. I mean, it's very thorough. And this took literally 1 second to produce. So that's the, this is the original prompt that you took and you copied into the prompt generator here. So let's move on to the next step. So that's OpenAI. And then the next one, and Claude and ChatGPT each have their strengths and some weaknesses. So if you're doing a lot of coding and analysis, I would err on the side of Claude, but ChatGPT-5 is also quite good at analysis, but Claude definitely has an edge on coding, development, that kind of stuff. So we're going to go ahead and copy this, and we're going to go to the Claude console. So this is what it looks like. And again, I'm going to go back here. Pardon me. I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to copy the same prompt, and we'll go to Claude. And here now when you log in here first, you will probably have to add about $5 to get the credits for you to use the advanced prompting. The $5 should last you a couple of months. I'm going to click generate a prompt. You're going to paste that in. And we want to check this box. This prompt will be used with models that have thinking enabled. We want to use thinking. And then I'm going to go ahead and click generate. And then while that's working, and this is actually pretty fast, we get the advanced prompt here. So we get some XML markup here. We get these delimiters here. They tell it the prompt, hey, this is one section, and this is another section, and this is all really effective. And you can just go ahead and click continue. And then all we need to do here is upload our Excel file and then click run, and we get an excellent output. Now, what I want to do is I did this for ChatGPT-5. So what I did was created a new chat, and I added the prompt here, and I added my Excel file here with my Google Analytics e-commerce website data. And I want to show you the output that I got with this version compared to the output I got with the OpenAI optimized, more comprehensive prompt. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what the output is. I get a chart here. It's given me month-over-month revenue growth. And then there's this table here. It says Google Analytics Traffic Analysis Summary. So I get a summary here, conversion rate, conversion by total visitors, average order value. I get a month-over-month trends, and then some key insights. And then it asks me if I want a PDF download. So let's go ahead and take a look at the PDF. And here's the PDF. Pretty basic, pretty brief. Not sure that I would want to, if I was going to spend another $5,000 or $10,000 or even more than that on my website and my marketing. I would want much deeper insights and more accurate information before I started investing significant funds in that budget on a monthly basis. So pretty basic. Again, I want a whole lot more information. So here's the developer optimized version that we took from here. So pardon me, we literally you can just click copy and it copies the whole prompt. and then you're just going to paste it in here as a new chat. And then this is what we get. So it's telling me the checklist. So I told it what kind of checklist I wanted. It gave me a checklist. And then it says next, I'll extract the traffic data source, calculate the month-over-month growth, etc. And so I get the first chart here. So top 5 traffic sources by visitor. And then I get top 5 traffic sources by revenue. And it tells me it's done as much. And now it's saying next, I can calculate the display month-over-month growth rates for these top traffic sources, provide actionable recommendations. So now I see what my top 5 traffic sources are, visitors and revenue. So here's visitors, here's revenue, and now here are my actionable insights. Then it asks me, would you like me to visualize the month-over-month trend lines, top 3 organic sources, channels? And then I get these charts. And then it says, here are some visualizations for your top 3 performing channels. And then it gives me some interpretation. And then I get an executive summary. And then I ask it to give me the same executive style PDF dashboard, which it did. And then we get this over here. So this is our dashboard with an executive summary. And here are data visualized. So this is the PDF from the first prompt, and then this is the output from the second prompt. Now, you could go in and absolutely define a lot more output types that you want from the second prompt. The optimized prompt, you can actually go in and edit it and get even more valuable information. But the process for using the optimized prompt literally takes like a minute. So that's why you want to use the OpenAI and Anthropic prompt optimizers. You will get significantly better results. So thanks for watching. I'm going to be doing a lot more of this type of video topics. So please subscribe and like this video. I would really appreciate it. And I'll catch you next time.